sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Chicago Bears and the Las Vegas Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Man open, it's J.J. Arcega right side. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Raiders in 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
They go with Cunningham, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 27, Fields. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Second down and 7. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On 2nd and 2, Fields. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Here's Fields. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Touchdown! DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The corner blitz blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Fields going to keep it once more. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again. He's got him in, complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll roll him out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Fields. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got him in. Complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The return is Jones from the end zone. A dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Arcega-Whiteside. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half. And they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now, with the change in defense, it no longer was.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And this is caught. It's Parker. Shoves him aside. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there's an example of not taking your practice work, your drill work, and turning it into game speed. You work on that all the time. 3rd and long, you want to let them make the catch, rally to the football, tackle them short of the sticks. The pursuit there, not that great.
Yeah, not great. That may be an understatement. That turned into a big play. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. On 2nd and goal. Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They'll try again with the arm here on second down, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Oh, this is blocked. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Cunningham. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Man, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it And what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6,
and this is going to be intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Oh, come on.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this this one is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Elliott, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here is another interception. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Fields going to keep it once more. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They run with Cunningham. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Chicago, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they